is majorly what's called if you're NGO or your world food programs or your big companies and you want a system's here for you. Right now I'm in this side of Shad, and in case you're within a Shad or you're within a place called Tini, yeah, we can link up in case you want one. So the major the system is designed to help those organizations who wish to have the what's called management system, financial management system. It has got several activities. We have developed goods received. I developed up purchase requests. I came up also with the purchase orders. I also handled up reports, part of it. I also handled up payment request or PR. I also handled up patch, petty cache. So let me just walk you through shortly. Major this is the dashboard for the users and the administration. So we have different user layers that we're going to be having in our system. In case you want something like this, please just hit me up or just comment below. Most of you guys already have my WhatsApp groups, my WhatsApp, so you can always link up with me. And please, it's not for free. Yeah, it's not for free. In case you want it, don't send me a message. Ask me the source code for free. I'm sorry, I'm not giving it for free. Yeah, because it's not for free. So comment to me only when you know you're going to buy it, because I'm not going to give it for free. Now, on the other hand, it has got several things to do with uh, the banking part of it, where you have the bank and other bank etc. For example, at a bank, maybe Cairo Bank, maybe you earn the bank number etc. And then you tend to select the currency and then you proceed. So don't worry about that. That's just some minor errors because I didn't disable something on my system here for now. Okay, so on the other hand, when you try to cross check, you can always add up the currency. For example, adding up a currency. Now to add a currency, you have to add donors into the system who are going to donate. For example, I'm going to add a donor called David, maybe it's from Uganda, but right now I'm in Shad, so I'm going to just say Shad here, and then I provide the details, so like the person's email and so on. And then you provide the things to do with that person, the number and so on. Okay, that person is maybe going to be using or whatever is going to be using, things like that. So when you definitely provided that, the details goes into the system as you may see, and even the donor code, which is generated for you. You can as well edit it up and even select by default the country you have done where the donor comes from. On the other hand, when I take you back to the project part of it, we have that and we have deposited zero money. So when you come in, you can definitely give the money. This is our donor, so you can definitely select the amount of money you want to, donate. Now, by default, you can also select the currency, but remember, our currency by default was USD, so you can well keep that. Let me say the donor is going to be deposit that money. Let me say that's the money. So you can say deposit by who? Maybe by Adam or David, whatever. The person responsible deposit the money to the system. You can as well add the other one in case you want. Now we also have the part for withdrawal. So there's something I want to let you a little bit. If you know QuickBook or Tally, we have the cash in, cash out. So the simple term is called crediting and debiting. So when you deposit money into the bank, that's called crediting. You're crediting up to your bank account. And whenever you're withdrawing, definitely you're actually doing debiting. So you debit up your bank. Okay. Now, on the other hand, we also got something to do with the branches. The branch is much more of like where we like things to do with um, like this system has got different branches. We have different people with different branches. Maybe different people have different. You're going to be operating in different branches, so the system definitely give you that chance. So if you come back here, you can as well give the branch. Like maybe say I have right now. Let me say to our neighbor called Tini. It is in North Sudan, just border to Chad. So if you click there, definitely links you up or you add up a new branch into the system. Like I've said earlier, you can as well edit that. Now, I'm not going to waste much time into that. That's just adding up a branch, which definitely later on you can look onto the user roles and all those other activities. For example, when you go back to roles here, I have got several user roles, and these user roles are editable, but don't change the IDs because automated in the system. And that's why I limited up you to delete, but you can edit up the name depending on what you want. And later on, you can also decide which type of activities you want a given user to do. The same thing comes up on part we can add the different users. For example, I've just added up another branch called the team branch in case you want. So you definitely have people working under that branch and they're doing their own activities. This way also have the donors, like you just added one donor here and from Chad, etc. and so on. That's it. Now also have the part for the project. That this way the major goal comes in. So the project, for example, have a project that we remember adding up roughly. I don't know how much we added in project. But let me just create one project because there's some money we deposit in the bank here and didn't use. So let's create one project. Remember, you can never use the money unless it's you, and you can never utilize the money in the bank unless you have a project. If you know you're this kind of your NGOs, your big organizations, and you want a system like this, it's here. It's complete financial and company management system for you. Yes, yeah. It's complete integrated system. You can as well also link up banking if at all your country supports banking APIs. For example, if your country like Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania, I'm mentioning those countries because I'm from one of them. I'm from Uganda, and we have a stable APIs. We have a stable environment. Now, if you look into a country like Sudan, North Sudan, where right now there's war, like if you look onto the part of Nyala, part of Darfur, there is no how they call it, there is no network, there's no, you can't call because you can only use maybe should I call Starlink to connect with another person, so there's no means of transaction. But still there is other apps people are trying to use or they're using to soften up life to some extent. Some look onto the available APIs. In case you would wish to, and you already have one and you want to integrate into such a system, please you can always let me know. Now this way add the project, so definitely come in here and say maybe the project is called, I don't know, maybe it's called the wash, I don't know, maybe it's under wash, under, you know, wash where you have the water and so on, sanitation and so on you get. So you select from the bank, let me say that's the bank, and then you say maybe tin or whatever, and say that's it. Now this way you definitely give the amount of money, you get. Let me say I just want to use that part of the money like that. That's the money you're calculating to the project, and the project is going to start then and it's going to end within maybe a period of 2 months. Maybe that's it. So when you click submit, a project definitely goes into the system. And when you try to cross-check into our system, the project just added it here. Now remember, when you add a project, you also need to add a donor. So you can definitely select a donor and you add a donor to that project. Now, on the other hand, you can as well also look onto adding up. You can also look onto adding up more money to the project and so on. But don't forget, whenever you tend to add money to the project, remember when you add money to the project, you are reducing money from the bank. That's called you are debiting the bank. So you can come back to the bank here and you look onto that project. If you look, we have the projects there. And how much are you giving the project? Because you said 30, but how much are you giving? Maybe you're going to give the project roughly 33,000, and maybe by Adam. And when you try to come in to admit, this is what so far you're left in the bank. Okay. In case you want to do more, you can still go back there, or you can still just come back here to our project for this, and you click there because you still have other extra money to pay. And when you try to say you cannot go more than the amount of money, like the amount of money we have in the account. So you can definitely request for that money in case you want, or you can even request less, for example, that. And then you just submit it to the system. So when you try to cross-check receiving, the balance is this. Get, so that's how the thing works out. Let me just take you to the project later. Inside the project, that's where now the money allocated from the projects are now transferred to the activities, like the different activities you guys or the organization tends to have. Maybe they're going to be helping up orphanage, they're going to help up schools, they're going to come up with some things like that. Okay? So that's where now that kind of scenarios comes up. So in check on the other hand, you definitely come in here, you select up a given project. So for example, we have this project where we already liquidated 28,000 US dollars. So you can now come back here and try to give the project name. Let me say the project name is called Watch. Let me just say that's a project for now. And the area is going to be Tini. And now maybe I'm going to be direct project cost. So it's going to be picking the money direct from the project, not from anyone, not from person. You get? And then you can liquidate the amount of money you want to give. So let me say I'm going to give the project roughly only, let me say 2,000 US dollars. You can put some description here, whatever thing you want to give there. So you need to try to come in here definitely. You have liquidated the money into the project. Now you liquidating this one to the project. Now that's when then you can add more in case you want, and then that's when now you can view the project where you have the money you've liquidated from the total amount of money and the details that we to have from there, as you can see. Now on the other hand, we have not yet used the money from the project. So let me just show you this. Now, when you get the money and put into activities, you get to like you tend to this from the project. And now, hope you're getting the scenario. So let me just take you now to the PR or purchase order, purchase request, where here you add up the item, maybe let me say pen, and you put the quantity, maybe two, maybe I don't know, whatever you're doing up there, maybe you're trying to do the purchase request, and then the type maybe is red, okay, and then you can as well add more, maybe it is maybe let me say it's a book, and then this is 9, and then we want that, get, and maybe it is black, or let me say it's black, A4, let me say A4, you get something like that, so it automatically compute for you this total. Now you select the bank, which is Cairo Bank, and then you liquidate from there, maybe shard whatever, and then you give up the project, which is that depending on the project you're picking from, and then so on. You pick up the stuff maybe by him and before pending. So when you click here, definitely the project tends to commit for you or submit for you that stuff. Okay, so that's simply how things tend to work around, and that's simply how you can do it out. When you click there, you can definitely get up a simple complete report of that, which you can definitely generate in case you want to do that. Let me just wind up by taking it through this because it looks to be the same little bit scenario. So let me just go take to Peteka if we have several activities taking place. For example, I'm going to select this project, which we had already said last time. We have this money. This money is coming from a project. We have a project that only gave 200. You get 2,000. So you click on that money there and come in here and you tend to give. So you can give 2,000, but you cannot give more than that because you're paying that money and you're giving to the petty cash in case you're going to do that. And when you try to come in here, whatever you're giving there, and maybe whatever you're giving there, remember petty cash does not multiply the quantity. We summarize the total amount of money at the end of the day, we use 600, and so on. So you come in there, you definitely give up some stuff and around, and tend to give up something of your choice. So as you give, it tends to reduce from the amount of money you've given up here, which is something like that. And then you try to provide that, that's it, whatever you're giving up here. And then maybe you're going to give also that. So you cannot go more than that, as you know, so that's it. So to look at prepared by who and so on. So when you click that there, trust me, you should get up a complete page card, which how much money is left in the store in the pet cash that maybe you didn't use. But remember, pet cash in most cases, the amount of money is calculated from the first of the month to the 30th or 31st when the month is ending, depending on the month, when is the month ending. So that's how the pet cash is done. So if you cross check on the other hand and try to look on here and try to do that, you'll definitely get up a complete flow on how things move around. We have when it happened, when it starts and when ending, the petty cash complete history, the grand total, and then the petty cash balance, and then prepared by and received by, which can definitely still be printed out. So that's it for now. I'll let you update in case I have anything new. For now, we also have the report part of it, where with the report, we tend to handle the different activities down there. So on. So for now, thanks for watching. Love you. Just in case you have something to say, can you comment down? Thank you.